Shunning. Survival of shunning. This is video 3. I'm going to do it early in the morning because I don't want life to get in the way and then my energies go all over the roof. The first video I did was me under a level of trauma response. So I was not in my highest energy, I was in the lowest energy where I was holding up because I wanted to keep the peace, Let me put this camera here because I'm right now I'm in the garage in the neighbor's abandoned house because I can't speak freely in the backyard of my house because my family lives there and they're Jehovah's Witnesses. So to avoid the conflictive energy as a pacifier that I am, I stepped away. See, like it's bad when the dogmatism creates a personality in you towards the people that they're telling them to stay away from you. So they say she's a sinner, or she's a fornicator, or she's doing drugs, or I don't know what the heck is that they saying, but just the word disfellowship is enough to trigger all of that list of possible sins that you have done. So when a fellow brother, fellow sister in the congregation hears the word she's being shunned, or she's disfellowship, or she's censored, or her privileges have been removed, it's already a red flag to them to think about all the sins that they have read in the Bible. I think my dog is looking for me. Yo me la traigo pa' acá! She's coming over here to find me, I think. She hears my voice. Paloma! So I'm outside in the sun, breathing air. It's open here, so I can still breathe clean air. And it's morning time. I got my coffee. I think I got half of the coffee is already cold. I'm not prepared with no text. Yesterday I was just kind of flipping some text out that I found, but I still haven't found the one I want to talk about. My personal study Bible got left in California because the level of shunning, dogmatism, and everything that was going on in my life forced me, even having a house that I bought, forced me to go homeless to avoid more war. So I was homeless for 7 to 8 months, walking from room to room, shelter to shelter, hotel to hotel in California for the past 6 months. And during those 6, 7, 8 months, I was also being attacked by unidentified system that I don't have a label for it because I don't know who it is. But it was to the level that they were following me so much that they made sure that I could, that as a Jehovah's Witness that I used to be, my level of observation and understanding and comprehension kind of like adapted, to and then I was in silence from 12ish all the way to the late 20s, 28ish, 90, 29, 30ish. But I was in and out. So the level of silence only was around them. When I was in my own zone, in my own world, I was free to be myself. I didn't have to walk in eggshells in the congregation. I didn't have to walk in eggshells in preaching. I didn't have to walk in eggshells in my home. I didn't have to walk in eggshells So I was free to be myself in the world, but in the world, you have the influence of, freedom and choosing your own truth and all those things. So I did choose my own truth. My own truth was that my body was not going to be used by no men anymore. My body was not going to be touched anymore. Unwanted attention. My body was not going to be sold. My body was not going to be like it's some kind of how do you say those? Oh, who gives more? Who gives more? Like some kind of like how do you say that word? Who wants to take that virginity? That one right there. But I was something that was broken to them and could not be sold. So yeah, there is a lot of trigger warnings for my videos. I'm just letting you know. And there's a lot of judgment that you might be going through as you look at me speaking. There might be a lot of judgment. Jehovah's Witnesses judge you for the length of your hair, the looks in your face, the type of jewelry you wear, the type of nails you use. There's the type of clothes that makes you comfortable, but to others is a judgment. So to be in that organization or around the family members that belong to that organization is very challenging. And you had to have the courage to be yourself and step up just to show them that you're not afraid anymore. And just the look of me is enough to trigger them to hate me with their guts. So I told my family in their faces, I don't practice hatred. I don't practice shunning. I don't practice hatred. See, like the action to shun an individual, your daughter, your son, your mother, your father, your brothers and your sisters, your uncles and your aunts, your cousins. The act of shunning others is an act of hatred and division. Hello, Palomita. You found me. Ven acá, ven acá, ven acá. This is the little girl that makes my day every day, and she's in her little level of doing whatever she wants because she came to come and get me. But look, this puppy right here, she doesn't practice hatred. She doesn't care what clothes I have. She doesn't care how my hair looks. She doesn't care even. She knows who I am even with this. She didn't see me with this before. She knows my voice and my scent, and she knows I am a peaceful person and that she feels safe with me and that I'm not gonna hurt her. Right, Mama? Right, Mama? That's why she finds me and she looks for me. Animals know that you're a peaceful person. They come to you. Birds come to you. Look, I've even seen insects approaching me. Spiders. I don't want to discuss you, but yeah, there's all kinds of insects and birds and critters and amphibians and all kinds of animals that have approached me. Oh, and flying animals have approached me. Big ones too. Actually, I live in Michigan, and a panther came to me, escaped from the zoo and came to me. I saw it with my own eyes. I was driving my truck and I was doing wheelies at 4 a.m. because I was a little cuckoo in those days, But I was reconnecting with my own self. That was the beginning of my journey in this journey. And I was going crazy in my truck because I was, having fun with my friends at night after work and after whatever I was doing. And when I did a wheelie, the panther came out, got scared that I was going to crash. So he said, meow. So it ran away, because I saw it, the eyes of the panther and me were like this. And then I found out that my spirit animal is Panther, the black one. You know that movie Apocalypto? Look at that movie Apocalypto. There's a Black Panther spirit in there for the person that is the main character. So I did, before I found out about the Panther spirit for me, you know, I saw that movie. Then I was doing some investigations back and forth. And then I found out that my Chinese astrology is like the tiger energy. Okay, so you see what I'm saying? Like, I'm already in a level where I'm so far from that of course they're going to shun something like this. They don't want something like me in their congregation. I bet that if I go in there and I sit on a Sunday, just Sundays, and stay quiet on a seat, they're going to be intimidated because I don't change my behavior. Because I can walk in there freely. That's a public place. I can walk in there and I can talk to whoever I want. Because I don't believe in shunning. Shunning is demonic. So I can talk to whoever I want and I can go and say hi to the new folks. And if they see me doing that, you know they can call the police on me because they crazy like that. They will call the police on me. She's speaking to people. And the police going to be like, and? She can't be in our church dressed up like that. Okay. Are you guys all right? This is a public place, right? The doors are open on a Sunday morning. So you cannot tell an individual to dress up a certain way and to behave a certain way. Regardless of what labels you put to that person, you cannot attack a person that comes freely to your church. So I will one day face them. But I'm not ready yet because I will go crazy in there. Right now, I'm not ready for that. But my family wants me to come back. Okay, I'll come back. But I'm coming back in my own terms. And I'm not coming to stay. I'm just coming to prove a point that you is not going to control my life. And that I'm a free person with free will to make my own free will decisions. Even if I make a mistake, it's my business. You do not tell me, do not make a mistake because we're caring for your future. No, it's not your business what happens to me if I make 20 million mistakes. I am human, and it's okay as a human to trial, right? To trial, learn, and how you say that word again? Oh, I have a lot of things in my mind, but you know, I had to write them down. I'm not about to do that. I'm just talking freely. I'm already at 13 minutes, so I'm just gonna do another 2 minutes of this because I'm trying to keep these videos short because there's a lot of information for y'all to take, you know. And I'm getting deep. This is not the end. I'm about to get real deep. So trigger warning for the future videos. This is the third video of the X Factor, the aftermath of shunning. So the trigger for me this week that started me to do this is that my younger brother threatened me to death. He said that I shouldn't exist, that my existence disturbed him. So for you, fellow sister or fellow brother that's still trying to figure it out, get out of the religion that creates psychopaths like that, because he was raised in that congregation and he was raised by a alcoholic that was shunned all his life and that was forcing us to follow his rules during his shunning and during his alcoholism through his trained conscience by the Bible. But drinking and behaving in a certain way that we had to not follow the ways that he was acting, but we had to do what he said. Because you have to honor your father and your mother, regardless if they're, I'm trying to behave. 14 minutes, there's 40 seconds left. Thank you for coming to this channel and checking me out today. I will come back tomorrow and see what else I can say tomorrow. Hopefully I am aligned enough to get to something deeper that maybe we can all understand better. But Don't stop asking questions. Because Rutherford, he asked questions and he was looking for answers. He didn't create an organization. He created a group of ascending minds. And if you are still the ascending mind, then you should be one of those, not the new ones. The new ones are from the other one on. Rutherford was the one that had the questions, okay? If he did right or wrong, it's not our business. Everybody is going to be aligned in their own understanding, because even them, they say, based on your own understanding and your trained conscience through the Bible, make your own decisions, right? So based on my understanding and of the Bible and my understanding and my trained conscience with the Bible, I have made my own decisions to not hate, but to love. I don't practice hatred. I practice love.